Hey, how are you? It's time for your daily arcana of astrology oracle reading. Capricorn, something serious is happening. Hard work, business, fourth house, siblings, family, deep emotional, subconscious level stuff, eros, passions. Okay. First house, leadership, ego, identity formation. 10th house, Capricorn, career. Okay, so we've got, this must be a career reading because that's popped up twice, right? So we've got the house and the astrological sign. So this is something serious going on in the background. Second house, Taurus, stability, finances, values. Chiron, healing. Okay, so what's the story? What's the story? Oh, somebody's growing the gut. Okay, I know that feeling too. So on the right side, the story is you've done a lot of work to really be okay with who you are emotionally, and where you're going with all of the things that you've been through emotionally. Serious work too, right? Like, and now you're in love with what you do. It's actually something from your childhood. We have Capricorn, so you could be a Capricorn or embody that energy. And at the center of it, we've got first house, right? And so if you've been reflecting on your childhood, and you're looking for the details of like something that you love, but you take it seriously, resurfacing. And Zodiac Aries is the first of the zodiacs, but they're also considered the baby. You really addressed your immaturity, and you are really taking on this persona of a leader, so much so that you can really focus on your career now, right? Having a career that would allow you to do the things. So we've got themes of love and passions, and so I'm getting that you might be a very creative person. Not just like one or two gifts, like multiple gifts, right? So your gifts are actually good for your finances. You will be, your gifts bring in money to you, right? But they're also, they highlight the beauty of who you are as a person, right? And then there's Chiron, right? So they're healing. So you've got healing gifts. Okay, so these gifts are from spirit. So in color psychology, blue is oftentimes affiliated with, somebody you can trust, warm, all other areas. So like men have blue suits or what have you. Look into it on your own. I don't really want to dissertate that. So, but you got this blue, so it's the spiritual protection. Chiron is about healing. And so if you are a healer, right, and then you've got the second house, right, stability. And then just look at all that green there. And then you've got this other one, which is the 10th house, and there's more green there, right? And so you look at the richness of those two greens, right? Very different, but yet related, right? And it's literally like it's moving through all these different ones, right? And so that's not really for y'all. It's for me. So with your 10th house and your second house being partnered up next to each other, seems like something you're going to be doing, something you're doing in your career. Is that maybe you are a healer. That is your job. That's what you do, and it brings in your due. It's your career path, right? It's the thing that you get paid well for because it's the thing that you do very well. So much so that you love to do it, right? And it's only you. So what I do know about an Aries, because I am one myself, Aries are creative, right? But they're also like entrepreneurs, very much like leading from the front. So it seems that whatever this thing that you're doing, it's bringing you money, it's bringing you stability. It's definitely you being in your calling. It's healing you while healing others. So I'm sensing that, like, this wasn't always the case, right? So as we move into this new shifted reality, that's where you're going, right? You're going to be that person who is recognized as a healer, and who brings balance to others, right? So you've got the blendings of like the perfect career. Yeah, you've got the blendings of a perfect career, right? You care about it, you know, it sparks your passions. You definitely have been training for this since you were a young person. So that's kind of rare because not everybody knows what they want to do when they're young. But I think you're in the field that you always knew you were going to be in. So maybe healing professional, practitioner, spiritualist, what have you. But maybe even in psychology, maybe working with families, working with youth. Then Capricorn, right? So again, right, it's what you do is serious work, but you just love doing it, so it's not like work to you, you know. And that's cool too, because I'm also hearing that, like, for you, you're very much an individual. That Aries is at the center, right? Maybe the way you observed people working in your childhood, the way that they looked at work is very different from the way that you look at work. Now, both of the passions are there for the line of work, but it's very rare that you hear somebody, you know, be in second grade and the teacher says, "What do you want to be?" Excuse me. Rare where you hear the teacher say, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And someone goes, "I want to be a healer," right? But maybe you said, "I want to be a psychologist," and in your own right, you've become that. Or you know, you said you're someone, "I want to work with families," and you ended up in, you know, hospice care, you know, doing that work, because you're still dealing with family. So I'm getting the impression that somebody is actually living out a manifestation that they brought in right now, right? They asked for balance, they asked for financial stability, they asked for a career that they could love, that would make them meaningful pay in a wonderful way. But it doesn't look like what they thought. So whoever you are, wherever you are, it seems that you'll have to apply a little less of that Aries instinct of just doing, and really kind of sit down and take it all in and recognize you might be taking your blessings for granted. You're definitely been given and living within the thing that you said that you wanted. It just didn't show up the way you thought it would. So that's a very specific message for someone out there, whoever you are, wherever you are. I hope that helps. Remember, not every therapist is a healer. Not every healer is a clinician. And not every clinician will minister to your soul. If you're interested in your own intuitive counsel plus tarot session, you can book at TactfulDisruption.co.